Positive vibes. I wear the mask. Main concept, don't judge a book by its cover. Main goal, spreading the positivity any way possible. I want to welcome you to Positive Vibes Influence Podcast, PIP. This is the official intro for hashtag PV Influence Wednesdays. I hope everyone is doing well. And I look forward to connecting and engaging with all of you. And we'll talk soon. Hey, my friends, Positive Vibes here. How is everyone doing? Positive vibes. I wear the mask. Main concept, don't judge a book by its cover. Main goal, spreading the positivity any way possible. I want to welcome you to Positive Vibes Influence Podcast, PIP 113. Yes, it's episode 113, my friends. Right now, you just listened to the intro that I had for hashtag PV Influence Wednesdays. Of course, PV Influence is the name of the podcast, right? Positive Vibes Influence. And, this week, Monday was hashtag PV Social Media Monday, Then Tuesdays was hashtag PV Connects Tuesdays. And now we're in hashtag PV Influence Wednesdays. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a live on Positive Vibes Influence on Instagram. So, and just doing my first ever live recording of my podcast. Usually this week, I guess, even starting last week, I started making videos while I'm recording my podcast and posting it. And today, again, is the first time I'm doing it live. So, first off, before we continue, my friend, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the love and support for Positive Vibes. Thank you for the love and support for one another. And thank you for the love and support for yourself. Keep doing your thing, my friends. Keep being you. Don't stop. Just going to put this down so the podcast for the audio is being recorded at the same time. So, hashtag PV Influence. So when I came up with these days, right, the lineup, when I had it on my station and the podcast, I moved away from it a bit, bringing it back now in a different way, I guess, and, doing live videos this week so far. I just started on both Facebook and Instagram. Yesterday I only did a Facebook, which I shared on my Positive Vibes page. And then today I'm only planning to do a live here on Instagram, which I'll share on Facebook as well. What I mainly want to talk about today is the word influence, my friends. We hear the word right now, on social media, influencers. And generally, what does influence means? Well, what does it mean, right? Influence, what I want to focus on right now is a couple of things, right? Is focusing on the word influence in the way of words and taking action, right? Our words play a major role, right? And it has a major impact on ourselves and on the people around us, right? Loved ones, right? That we care about, our family, our friends, people that we don't even know, right? And I started off by saying on ourselves, right? And, what I've learned over 7.5 plus years is how me working on my mindset day after day, consciously, right? How choosing your words wisely. For example, when you look in front of the mirror, you're looking at yourself, the words that you use to describe yourself, right? About how you look, your weight, your whole vibe, I guess, right? Is the word that I would use about yourself. if you're going to, focus on the not so good things that you see, right? Um, you like I said, calling yourself, hey, I look fat, I look ugly, nobody likes me, like certain things like that, right? If that's all you're saying, not followed by anything that is a little more positive, right? Then that's not going to help your self-confidence. That's not going to help your self-esteem, right? Um, if anything, it's going to make it a lot worse. And when we're consciously not paying attention to the good and the not so good things that we're saying, um, we're going to wonder, why am I feeling a certain way? Why am I feeling down? Why am I feeling depressed? Why am I, attracting a certain type of vibe that I don't want, maybe, right? Um, so the main thing is that I've learned is that when you look in the mirror, understandably, things will come in your mind, right? Talking about how you feel about yourself, how you look. But you want to try your best to end it off on a positive note, to the point of, where do you want to be? How do you see yourself, right? So, I look fat, but I know that I will not be fat forever. Like, I don't know if that's the best example, right, to give, but just focusing on your vision though, right? But I know if I work at it, I will get to the weight I want to be at. You know what I mean? Um, and you could do that in so many different ways. So one thing that I've done with my words is that I don't like using certain words now. So for example, a phrase that I say is, focus on the good more than the not so good. I don't like using the word, bad or negative as much. Why I like that phrase is, focus on the good more than the not so good. I ended off on a positive as well with the word good, right? Um, so so that's what I've done, because I've consciously worked on it. So again, if you're consciously paying attention to what you're saying, good or bad, you could make changes to it. You could maybe focus on those certain things throughout the day. So again, if you're focusing and realize that, hey, I am saying certain things that are not helping me, in my head, and then what you will slowly start doing, you will slowly start catching yourself and stopping yourself, and maybe saying something, a positive affirmation, right? I can, I will, things of that nature. The second part to that is action. Action is is the key. No matter how much we focus, like I said, on the words, and we try to change that 100%, but you have to take action, right? So let's say we're talking about weight. You have to do something. Yes, you could tell yourself, like I said, focus on the positive, right? Focus on your goal, your vision, how you want to see yourself, right? Pumping yourself up. But then if you're going to continue to eat the exact same way, let's say not healthy, a lot of fast food, rather than maybe cutting it down, eating late at night rather than trying to, not, um, you know, and not going to the gym or working out at home, just continuing to not do any of that. Do you really believe that's going to change? Now, with you working on your mindset, on your words, right, that you're using, you might realize that I am comfortable with myself, right? And that's okay. But still, I would recommend, weight-wise, we're talking about it, look at your health, right? Pay attention to it. But I also think naturally, though, that's how it worked for me 100%. The words, because you're consciously paying attention and you're consciously working on the words and your mindset, naturally, you not even knowing it, so unknowingly, unconsciously, you take certain steps in the right direction, right? You take those action, and as soon as you know it, you look back and you're like, wow, it's been a year, and look at me now. My health is better, right? Like if you have a certain health issue, maybe it's better. Maybe you lost some weight, right? You look at yourself in the mirror, you feel a little more confident. You realize, wow, I'm so glad I started doing this. That's literally what I've done, my friends. Like for myself, I could only explain what I've done. And I know so many other people out there, whether they're known mainstream or not, that people that I'm connected with are doing the same and have done the same. And you could just see the vibe that they have, the smile that they have on their face, the happiness that they have. Not to say that it's all about, being happy and smiling all the time, but when those not so good situations come, so again, focusing on weight, let's say, because we're talking about it, when you are doing it, it doesn't mean after a year you're perfectly fine now that you're at a certain place. You still sometimes come in your head that you doubt yourself, or you question certain things, or you say something not so good about yourself and things of that nature, but you're able to maybe fight through it a little bit better, right? You're able to not dwell over the not so good situation too much, you know? So influence, my friends, we all play a major impact on, of course, how we influence ourselves. We have a big influence on ourselves if we consciously pay attention to what we're doing. And of course, if people around us, the surroundings, is influencing our decisions, is influencing the words that we're using, the steps that we're taking, then of course it's vice versa. Whatever we're doing, my friends, is influencing other people, whether we know it or not. All we need to do, first off, that I would recommend, is that you need to focus on yourself, right? And a phrase is said based on everything I said, easier said than done. I've said that in the past, but let's get it done. Let's move forward and take the steps that we need to, right? So, that when I came up with the term PV influence, like positive vibes influence, like for the podcast, and then now I have the Instagram, I have my Facebook page as well. I just like that word influence because I see myself as an influencer. Now, when you hear the word influencer, you're thinking, okay, you got to hire someone, they're going to, promote your brand and everything. But let's move away from that. I'm just focusing on the word influence. What does it mean? We're all influencers, my friends. Just by you being you, you're influencing yourself and without you even knowing it, and you're influencing others without even knowing it. That's why what I've learned for myself is I just continue to move forward. I continue to do the best I can. I continue to catch myself and work on myself, right? It's not to say like today, to be honest, and even yesterday a little bit, I just felt a little blah, and it's happened to me, right? I've dealt with mental health issues in the past. Probably still am, right? Everybody is in a certain way, in my opinion, right? But because I consciously worked on myself for so long and all of my experiences, even before Positive Vibes began in my life, or came into my life and I started it, all of my experiences, who I was, who I am now, has played a major impact of who I am, and the steps we take today is going to play a major role in who we are tomorrow and the day after and so on. And right now with what we're going through, with the situation in the whole world, my friend, I think this is a time that we really need to reflect a little bit more, focus on our thoughts, focus on our actions, the steps that we were taking, the steps we were not taking, our surroundings, everything. Because I feel like time will move forward, of course, that's a given. And we're going to get back to going to work, right? Not being maybe having to focus too much on, the unfortunate event that's happening in the world, right? The virus and so on. It will get better. In my heart, I always feel like we just have to give it time. We will get through this together. I always have said that we're all in this together. And again, I'm just going to repeat it, that we just need to consciously try our best to pay attention to the steps that we're taking on a daily basis, right? Because I know my goal is to spread the positivity any way possible. And that's what I've been doing for 7.5+ years, my friends. And if I really look at it, unknowingly, not having that concept in my mind that time. That's how I've been, you know. I've always had fun. Of course, I've had those down and up days, right? But I've always had those, great moments with family and friends, right? The good memories and the laughter, the smiles, the jokes, just everything. And those are things I like holding on to, and understanding that there have been not so good situations that have happened. But guess what? We got through it. We're here today. Not to say that you have to completely forget everything that's happened in the past. It comes up, right? Something you watch, you read, you see, a situation you're in brings up maybe a not so good event, right? Same way a good event could pop up in your mind. But it's about, are we allowing that to affect us for a long period of time is one thing I've learned, because I don't think there's anything wrong with taking some time out for yourself to maybe cry a little, to maybe be a little bit sad, to maybe distance yourself a little bit. You just need that alone time. Maybe you want to be with that family member and just sit and no words have to be said. You just need that company, right? So I just want to say, stay safe, my friends. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you. You know, we're all in this together. I'm always here, my friends. I'm not going nowhere. um, you know, been doing this for, like I said, 7.5+ years, and I'm just looking forward to the days ahead. As long as I'm here, as long as I'm able to open up my eyes and I'm awake, my friends, I am so grateful. I'm so blessed to be able to do this right now, to be able to make this video, to be able to just express myself the way I like, you know. Again, like my friends, it's okay to feel down. It's okay to express yourself, whether you want to do it openly or not, you know. Be open with you. Like, I pray 5 times a day, which I've never, it's not like I've always been consistent. I've been praying 5 times daily every single day of my life. No, right? I've been through things. I questioned myself. I questioned life. I've questioned so many different things. But I know everything I've been through since I've been on this world that I can remember and till now. And I just feel like I'm figuring out myself even more every single day as the minutes move forward, you know? And when I pray, I cry, my friends. Like, there are times that I cry because I think about so many different things. But one thing I think about is my family, my friends, my just everybody I've connected with, and just everybody in the world, wondering, how difficult it might be for so many people going through different things. I know what I've been through. I know the not so good situations I've been through and how difficult it might have been and how I was able to get through it, and maybe things I'm still dealing with. And just imagining others going through this, maybe a similar thing, or so many different things that we hear about going on in the world, whether it's illnesses, whether it's, being, like, I don't know, like war type of countries, right? There's so much that is happening in the world. Hunger, people that are homeless, people without food, water, people that, don't have the same freedom as I do. One thing that I started doing this year, I always use the hashtag trust and hashtag positive vibes. This year or recently, maybe late last year, with me reflecting a little bit more, really figuring out, positive vibes and just what I want to do moving forward, is hashtag world peace. I honestly believe in world peace, my friends. I believe it's possible. I believe it's possible. I believe it's possible. World peace, in my eyes, is possible. As long as I continue believing, and I will, and I've always believed it, that there is more good in this world and not so good, then there is a chance, my friends. With what's happening in the world right now, and we've seen this, unfortunately, right, with natural disasters, this illness that is coming past and even present, different situations that have come up. we've seen people bond, people come together, people work together, right? It makes you think, right? Why do we need these type of situations to come up for us to realize that we need to be there for one another, that we need to help one another. Just like, let's say close to you, you lose a loved one. That's when you start thinking sometimes, right? About why didn't I spend a little more time with that person? Why didn't I speak to them a little bit more? Why didn't I hug them? All that stuff comes to your mind. But we're here right now, my friends. We're in this situation right now, wherever we are, whatever we're going through, let's do this together, you know? Whatever I can do to help, my friends, reach out to me. If I could connect, engage, speak, you want to do something private, something you want to share openly with people, some feedback from me, maybe something you think that will be helpful, whatever it is, my friends. I'm here to learn. I'm here to, just express myself, my thoughts, my views, and my opinions through my experiences. It's my story, and I recommend you all do the same. So once again, this was hashtag PV Influence Wednesdays. I want to say thank you for joining me. I'm looking forward to continuing the lineup. Tomorrow will be Thank You Thursdays. Looking forward to that. On the podcast, of course, on the station and on the social media feeds, primarily Facebook and Instagram. And I put the video. So even this video will be uploaded not only on Instagram, 10 minutes of it. You can watch the full video on Facebook. And I'll also be sharing full video on Facebook, but also on YouTube. Positive Vibes Influence Podcast, PIP113. Yes, my friends, 113 episodes. Started my first episode on October 30th of 2017. Started Positive Vibes since November 12th, 2012. And we're still going strong for sure. Put out your vibes, man. Just put up your vibes, my friends. I don't want to say man, right? Men and women. Put out your vibes, my friends. You're unique in your own way, and let's just let that out to the world, right? Just be yourself. Just keep going. Keep being you at this moment, whatever that might be. And I honestly believe in the long run, it just all works out. Just have that small percentage in your mind that things will get better. Not only do I say things like keep your head up, keep moving forward, which is my main phrase, keep doing your thing, keep being you. Time is moving forward and we just need to move forward with it. Follow your dreams, never give up. I follow the cliches, my friends. I think we need to just embrace anything and everything that we go through to help us move forward. Like my P-Bear, where's my friend? He's not here right now. But like my friend P-Bear would say, focus on the honey in life. And always remember, hashtag trust, hashtag positive vibes, hashtag world peace. Thank you once again, and I'll talk to you again. Take care.